Hey everybody, Jason Tirotta, Assistant Athletic Director for External Operations here at Lake Erie College for a very special Storm Report. We are joined by 7 great individuals here today who are representing Lake Erie College and Storm Athletics at the 2013 NCAA Division II Winter Sports Festival in Birmingham, Alabama, March 6th through the 9th, and the National Championships at the D2 level for men's and women's swimming and diving, wrestling, and track and field. So joining us right now from the men's swimming team, Ivan Cizmar, Julian Milinkovskyi. From the wrestling squad, Ian Ross, Zach Vargo, and Dylan Zivcic. And from track and field jumpers, Joe Postwaite and Jamil Dudley. I want to take an opportunity, first of all, to congratulate you guys. And obviously on behalf of all of us here at Lake Erie College, we're really excited about the opportunity you guys will have next week. And hopefully we'll be able to bring home a couple of big trophies. Ivan, let's start with you. This is going to be your second go-round at the National Championships, having qualified last year and earning All-American status in your event. Talk about the experience last year and your first time going to the National Championship a year ago.
Well, actually, last year it was kind of something new for me because I didn't expect to go to National Champions, but this year I wanted to go again, to prove what I've done last year. So this year, kind of hoping to do kind of the same thing, maybe a little bit better placement than last year. And I'm looking forward. Last year was interesting, fun for me, something new. That's something that I haven't experienced before. And right now, I just want to upgrade on that experience.
And Julian, you as well qualified for the National Championships last year and making a return trip. And like Ivan said, is that the goal, is to just continue to get better, enjoy the experience again the second time around. You kind of know what to expect this time, so there's that period of wonder. Is that not come into play at all?
No, I don't think. I mean, last year it was great. It was awesome experience. I think I met a lot of new swimmers. It's completely different level of swimming. Yeah, and I'm excited to go this year again. Yeah, let's see.
Now, some of you first-time guys, we'll start with you, Joe. The first time competing at the National Championships. But you've got a teammate here who's been there, done that a couple of times. Do you rely on him? Are you going to rely on him next week for some advice and how to handle things and what to expect?
I mean, definitely. I'm very lucky to be able to go with such a great guy as Jamil. I mean, he's a national champion in the outdoor season. He's gone every year that he's been here. He's going to give me advice, and I know he'll be there for me when I need him.
Now, for you other guys, the opportunity to travel for the first time, you guys are going to have the unique experience this year, being a Winter Sports Festival year, of traveling together and being able to compete in the same venue. So even though it's not the same sport, will you guys still rely on the experience that these guys gained last year in the past to kind of pick their brains a little bit about the overall atmosphere and the experience of a national championship?
Well, I mean, it's definitely cool going down and being able to experience that all together, like as a school and being part of the Storm. But I mean, it's different sports might be hard to relate in certain aspects, but it'll be cool going down there and being able to support each other on the trip down, knowing and seeing how they're doing. I'm sure they're gonna do well, so it's gonna be good to pull from that and have a little motivation.
Excellent. Now, Ian, unlike swimming and the track and field where there's they're competing against other swimmers or other athletes in terms of faster time and further distance or higher jumping, you guys go one-on-one with another competitor throughout the thing. So kind of talk about the difference there in terms of being able to qualify for the national championships. You guys have a grueling season followed up with the rigors of last week's regional championships. Talk a little bit about the regional meet and how you guys fared competing last week.
Well, that's what's good about it, is when it comes down to the regional tournament, it's a new day for everyone. Doesn't matter how many times you beat one guy throughout the season or how much their team beat us or our team beat them. When it gets down to that day, it's me on a fresh new day against someone else, and I may have learned from last time we wrestled, they may have learned, so no matter how many times you wrestled, it's always going to be a slightly different outcome. So I mean, it'll help a lot of guys, especially when you qualify and get to that national tournament. You'll just see upsets all over the place and close matches, because it's just about who's going to win it that day. Anything that's happened in the past, great season or bad season, it's all done with what you do in that tournament.
Now, this question, any of you guys can answer this however whoever wants to take the lead on it, but The winter sports season, it's unique in the fact that unlike the fall or the spring, it's more spread out. You guys compete over 2 semesters. Your seasons start in October, and here we are going into March in the national championships. How difficult is that throughout the course of the season to get through that grind and to be able to kind of stay fresh and stay at a high competing level here in February and into March?
I don't know about any of the other guys. I know our coaches make sure that we start our season slow. We do what we have to do in the beginning of the season to take care of our job. But then as the season goes on, we progress forward so that, national time, this is our time. This is our time to shine. This is when our body's, ready to compete, for track at least.
I mean, I know for us, like, every season has a lot of ups and downs. So, like, it's about peaking at the right time and really giving the best version of yourself when the time comes due. We've all been training for 12 years for this specific goal. 12 months for this specific goal, and then numerous, like, longer than that even, just to be where we are today. So it really just comes down to just mentally being able to pull together the best you can give at that time.
Now, Dylan, last year the wrestling program in its second year had its first 2 national qualifiers. This year, year 3, we've improved in that. We're going to have 3 national qualifiers, 3 completely different wrestlers making the trip down to the national championships. What's that say about the development and the depth of the program that we can just, on a year-on-year basis, it's somebody else stepping up and making the big stage?
It says a lot. Boone's done a real good job recruiting guys and bringing guys in and making sure, we have the best possible team. And, just preparing us basically every single day for an opportunity like this. So.
Now, maybe for Julian, what's your training going to be like here in the next couple of weeks? Do you ratchet it up? Is it scaling it back a little bit? Do you guys plan to do anything differently?
Yes, of course.
Than throughout the season?
More like tapering right now. Yeah, so it's less amount of yardage. We're swimming every day, kind of like feel speed, I guess.
No 4 a.m. practices this week.
No, no more.
You guys have earned that. When you qualify for the national championships, you've earned the ability to sleep in a little bit. Jamil, I want to talk to you a little bit. We joked about you being old hat at this, but a couple of national championship appearances now in the indoor season, and of course the defending outdoor national champion at the Division II level. Talk a little bit about your past experiences. Competing at the couple of indoor championships, and then obviously taking the title at the outdoor. They're obviously 2 different seasons, and it's 2 different levels of competition. But kind of talk a little bit about the past experiences from your perspective indoors, and how that's going to translate and carry you through next week.
I'd say from my freshman year, I've definitely grown, because my freshman year I went there, and it was like I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me, because I was going into it ranked first, but it's like, all right, if I don't get first, then I'm letting everybody down. And then I go into it my sophomore year, and it's just like I went in there thinking about what I needed to do. So like my technique, and that's all I worry about. And then, I feel like if you worry about like that stuff, the stuff that's gonna help you succeed and nothing else, then you're gonna succeed.
Do you feel like you have a target on your back at all, since you were the guy at the top of the podium the last time the NCAA had a track championship?
I guess so. Everybody wants to be there, and I do too, so we'll see.
All right. Hey guys, thanks again for joining us here. We want to wish you guys all the best of luck next week. Again, we're really excited. You can follow the action. We'll have plenty of links and plenty of coverage from the Winter Sports Festival on LakeErieStorm.com and of course NCAA.com. We'll have all the coverage. So guys, again, best of luck to you all. Represent us well, and rage on.
Thank you.
Thank you.